everyone, welcome back to my channel. So before I show you how I sanitize and disinfect my implements, first I'm going to teach you the difference between sanitation and disinfection, because we hear those words a lot, but do we really know what they mean? So we're going to start off with sanitation. So sanitation just simply means to clean, just to clean, that's it. So whenever you're cleaning something, you usually get a rag or something and just wipe it down. So like, if that's the same thing if you were cleaning your counter or something, you're just taking the dirt off of it, whatever. So it's the same thing with your implements. You're cleaning them off to remove that dust. You know, us nail techs, we always have dust all over the place, so you just want to get that dust off of them. So that's all that means. And whenever you clean them, you're cleaning them with soap and water. So when you're doing that, you're removing majority of the bacteria and virus and fungi. Now, when you're disinfecting, you're killing the remainder of that amount of bacteria, viruses, and fungi. And whenever we do this, we're using a disinfectant solution. So whenever you disinfect, you want to leave your implements in the solution for 10 minutes, and that is just to kill the remainder of the pathogen, which is the harmful bacterium. Now, you may be wondering why I didn't mention sterilization, and that's only because in the salon, sterilization is not really necessary, only because we're not actually entering the body cavity whenever we're, cutting somebody's cuticles or something. So that's mainly used in medical and dental fields. So, when somebody get a surgery, they're actually going into the body cavity, and since we're not doing that, then it's not required for us to do. Alrighty, so here's a picture of an actual sterilizer. So you might have seen them in a shop or something, but once again, they are not required. So it's really no need to buy one if you're properly sanitizing and disinfecting your products. So here I'm going to show you how I sanitize my implement. So as you can see, I'm using a regular liquid soap, and that's from like Bath & Body Works, and I'm using this manicure brush. So I just put the soap on the brush, and my implements were already in water, so I'm just going to brush them off. And remember, whenever you're sanitizing, you're just simply cleaning. So we're just getting that dirt off of them, or really just dust, because that's all that's on there is dust. So I'm going to do one by one. So I did my nippers. Now I'm going to do my nail clipper, and as you can see, just using my brush and just cleaning it off, just brushing off the tip. And then I'm going to do the same thing to my cuticle pusher and my drill bit. So before I started, I did close the little faucet just to keep some water in the sink. And you also want to make sure you close it, because whenever you're cleaning your drill bits, they're so small, so they could go down the drain. And at first I actually forgot, and I thought my drill bit went down the drain, but it was still there. So as you can see, it keep falling out of my hand because it's slippery from that soap. So yeah, I'm gonna rinse this off just so I can get a good hold or a good grip of that drill bit. So I'm gonna sit them on this paper towel. But I'm going to get my drill bit, and you just want to brush it off. You want to get any of that dust that could be in the little, in between the little grits. So after you do this, you're just going to wash off your brush as well and wrap your implements into the paper towel. Alrighty, so I have this little disinfectant tray, and as you can see, I've already filled it up with water. So I'm just gonna put this in there. You can find these on eBay. So yeah, I'm just gonna put my Barbicide in there, and I'm just gonna do like half of this little top. Let me see. I think that's enough. So I'm just gonna pour it in there. Let me see. Now maybe I should do another half. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna do one full little thing of Barbicide, and we're just gonna let it sit there, let it move around. So you want it to be that bluish color, so I'm gonna put that back in there, and then we're just going to hold on, I don't want to spill this. So then you just want to put your implements in there. Alrighty, so then I'm gonna close it and we're just gonna let this sit for 10 minutes. Alrighty, so while we wait the 10 minutes for this to be done, you want to make sure that you set a timer, because a lot of the time I do forget about my stuff and then my nail clippers or something ended up getting rusted. Most of the time it's just my nail clippers, so make sure you set a timer for 10 minutes and then just take it out. So with this tray, whenever you pull it out, all you have to do is take this out and just pick out your implements. But if you're using the actual barber side or something else as a tray, if you have to put your hand in there, you want to make sure you wear a glove because you don't want this chemicals on your hand. Or you can get some type of like tweezers or something to pull your stuff out, but you don't want to put your hand in there. And then I also want to talk about let's see, where is it? Like on the bottle it gives you instructions, like just in case it get in your eyes or if you swallow it. So you might want to read the bottle just to be aware of whatever you need to do in case of emergency. But yeah, other than that, I know I wanted to show you guys how I clean my brushes. So I think I've showed this in other videos, but all I literally do to clean my brushes is after I'm done applying the acrylic on, a set, I get a little dapping dish and I get my acetone. I just fill it all the way up and put my brush in here, and then I would just set it over on the side. As you can see right there, it's just leaning against something. And then after like 10 minutes, you just take it out, clean it off on a paper towel, and it should be clean. So as you can see, I've already cleaned mine from my last set, and you can see there's no acrylic in there. So a lot of the time, whenever you do leave acrylic in your brush, that's when you get like when you don't get a good application, because whatever acrylic you get again is going to get stuck again to that acrylic that's already in there. So you want to make sure you clean your brush really good. Like I said, leave it in there for about 10 minutes just for it to soak off, and then you just put it back up. Another thing would be your sanding bits. My sanding bits, I always switch them out before every client. So as you can see, I leave my old one on there. After each set, I leave it on there, so then whenever my client is sitting here in front of me, they see me switching it out with a new one, just so they know that I'm actually changing them out. And then I have a trash can right behind me, so then I just throw the old one away. So another thing is these little implement bags. I'm gonna go ahead and make one with some of the implements that I already cleaned out a minute ago. So what I usually do is I use a nail clipper, or I put a nail clipper, some nippers, and a nail brush, and I get one of my little bags. And remember, I got these from my local nail supply store, but you can find them online, and it comes with an opening already at the top. So then I just set my brush in there, my nail clipper, and my nippers. I just put them in there, and then they have like a little sticker that you take off like that, and then just close it. And then whenever you have a new client, you would open it from this side. See, it says open. So then you just tear it apart, so they'll see that your implements are actually clean and they're in a little bag where no dust or dirt or anything will get into them. So I think that's pretty much it. Other than that, the way I clean my table is let me see, I have all this stuff on my table, so I can't really show you guys, but I have this disinfectant spray by Tammy Taylor, and this is basically the same thing as this, but they're already made. They're pre-made already, so I don't have to mix them up or anything. And then they have like the little spray thing, so I literally just spray my table and then I wipe it off. My towel fell, but then I just wipe it off with a towel. So after every client, I spray my little arm cushion thing, this, I spray my dust collector, and I spray my table, and I just clean everything off. And then same thing with like my drill. My drill. I just spray it, and then like, let's see. So I would just spray it, and then I'll just wipe it off to get any of that dust off. And that'll be it. So then you just put it back. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Like all your nail polishes, your primers, your your nail liquid, all of those things are self-disinfectant because all the chemicals in them are so strong that there's no way that bacteria could really just grow in them because, like I said, they're so strong. And I think that's it. So I hope this video was useful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come. And also, if y'all have any more questions or I forgot to show y'all something, then just let me know and I'll let y'all know the answer to your question in the comment below. So hope you have a good day.